Alright, everyone, welcome to this very impromptu episode of My Life Orb. No face cam today because I'm literally recording this episode on my phone right now, just using, my phone's voice notes. I'm actually recording this episode at 1:30 a.m., which is why, I have to be really quiet right now. Yeah, you know, I literally the only reason why I'm recording this episode of My Life Orb is first of all, I just want to give you guys, a little bit of a life update, on how this channel has been coming along. And second of all, you know, I kind of have trouble falling asleep right now, which is why I'm recording this at 1:30, almost 1:30 a.m. So, where do I even begin with this one? Let me just say that for the past 2 years or so, for the past 2 years, I have been pretty busy. If you watched my channel lately, the last time I actually uploaded was 5 months ago. That was, wow. I can't even. 5 months ago was literally, I think in January this year or December last year. That was it felt like forever ago actually. But looking at the videos here on my channel, 5 months ago doesn't seem like a long time, I know. But, a lot has changed in 5 months. First of all, uh, I actually, started a separate channel. My alter ego, Shinsei P. I'm now a Vocaloid producer. Not many people know about this because I have never actually talked about this till now. I am actually now a Vocaloid producer, which I'll link my other channel somewhere. Maybe in the description. I don't know where I'll leave it. It's gonna be there somewhere. But anyway, yeah. I mean, second of all, my uni. Yes. I've just completed 2 years of uni. I've got 2 more years left, and I'm starting to, worry a little bit. Cause for that matter, I don't think that the major that I'm doing, the degree that I'm doing, would give me a good. I wouldn't say it wouldn't give me a good career, but I'm essentially taking a gamble that I will get a career that's related to my degree in 5 years or so. I don't know. I'll see how things pan out for the time being. Desperately trying to just claw my way out of a very, very shitty situation right now. I mean, I can't say that I'm excited to graduate in 2 years, but then again, I just want to. Part of me wants to be a uni student forever. Part of me wants to sort of have fun and enjoy being a student still, but part of me also wants to get out there and start earning money and stuff and doing real world stuff, which I know it's not the most fun thing in the world, but time flies like an arrow. Time doesn't wait for anyone. I have to get over into the next stage at some point. At some point of my life I have to graduate from uni. At some point in my life I have to get a job. At some point in my life I have to hit all those whatever milestones and goals you set for yourself. And you see, here's the thing. For the past I don't know how many years that I've been on this channel, since 2017, so that's 8 years. Yeah, for the past 8 years, that I've been running this channel, my goals have evolved. You know, pun very much intended. You know, my initial goal of this channel was to just express myself and, to put myself, basically release those, you know, so like release my adventure out into the world. You know, I think I mentioned in one of my other My Life Orb videos that, this series is basically showing sort of like the inside scoop, or like, just me just talking about stuff. But I think this series has, become more than just that. I think this is sort of me like giving you guys like an update on how things have been coming along lately. And you know, I know this isn't meant to be scripted or anything. I'm just like, saying what comes to my mind. I'm just, you know, letting my letting my mouth run, and like just me saying whatever the hell I want to. But yeah, lately things, you know, I'm still waiting for quite a few things to settle down. Over on Shinsei P, I am actually planning a full album release. Two full album releases, in fact. Uh, the first one is a 12-track album, plus the prelude. So if you include the prelude track, it's 13 tracks. I have already released the prelude track and the first track of the album on Shinsei P's YouTube channel. I eventually planned for a Spotify release, but that'll happen sometime like probably next year, I guess, 2026. We'll see about that when I can actually start releasing on Spotify and shit. I mean, I know it's a paid service, but still, I need to find a way to like, gain, that precious sponsorship somehow. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a very, very terrifying 2 years to say the least. I may give you guys a tour of my uni. We'll see about that pretty soon. I may actually get around to doing that right after this. You know what? I may release this episode of My Life Orb as like sort of like a prequel, and then like a part one of sorts, and then part two can be like, oh, here's a tour of my uni, and then part three can be like, oh, here's a tour of my room or something. I don't know. I think I promised you guys, like a room tour, like in one of my previous My Life Orb episodes. I can't remember which one, but I think I sort of did. Yeah, I'll probably have to like double check it or something. But anyway, yeah. Mm, what else do I have to talk about? Yeah. Me saying that's further proof that My Life Orb is unscripted. Yeah. Anyway, my last video I left off. Yeah, it was a Pokemon Scarlet video that I last uploaded. I do intend on completing Pokemon Scarlet eventually. I've sort of like put my playthrough on hold because like my uni shit got really busy, and I had to like sort of like get that out of the way first. But anyway, yeah, I do intend on continuing that. I do intend on like doing a sort of like Pokemon Legends Ultra Marathon where I complete like Legends Arceus and Legends ZA, like both back to back. I'm not sure when the exact release date of like ZA is. I think it has been announced, but I can't remember the date off the top of my head. Yeah. Anyway, I do intend on like playing both Legends games like back to back. Even though I have already played through uh, Pokemon Legends Arceus, like the main story of it at least. I can probably just start up another save file somewhere and like replay through at least the main story for that matter up till when I fight Volo for the first time. No spoilers, but I think those of you who have already played Legends Arceus should know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I know I know my playthroughs have been like sort of delayed. Pokemon Scarlet has been out for like God knows how many years. I think it's like 2 years at this point. So yeah, I mean, of course I do intend on completing all my playthroughs and stuff. And speaking of playthroughs, I know this isn't exactly a playthrough, but I have like 2 full years of Pokemon Go raids just like sitting on my hard drive and like just hanging out. I might like compile all of them into one mega video or like split them up into separate raid compilation videos. Who knows? I'll see where I can go with my entire stash. Yeah. So what else is there to talk about? I mean, there's nothing much for me to say at this point. So well, it's now 1:40 a.m. right now. I guess I'll try and like get some sleep in. I have to be awake in like 4 hours. Yeah, so I guess I'll end this clip for now. Yeah, I'll see what other things I can put in this episode of My Life Orb, but I'm going to be ending it here for now.